Hi everybody, I'm Catherine and I'm back just as you are for day 3 of our 14-day challenge. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with a nice warm up again. We can do a walk, we can do a march, and we could do a jog. Whatever you're feeling, I would encourage you to do the highest level of intensity that you're feeling up to today. So let's get started. Again, if you're watching on your phone or your tablet, take me on a walk around the neighborhood and get some fresh air if that's feasible today. So I'm going to start out as a walk, and we're going to do a quick little reflection of the last 2 days. You guys have shown up. You've honored your commitment to yourself and to each other. Day 1, just remember we talked about, of course, an introduction, and then we were introduced to the foundations of the movement cube. So if you've been using that movement cube, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. I think it's a great way to incorporate movement into our daily lives. If you have been using it and you really like it, I would encourage you to share it with a friend, somebody who could also benefit from that little reminder or prompt to be active. If you haven't been using it, that's okay. It's never too late to commit or recommit to a goal. And if you don't like it just because of the exercises, I would encourage you to think about the balance exercises that we did yesterday and then the ones that we're about to do today, and see if maybe you can write on top of your movement cube and create your own little workout, your own movement options with exercises that you might enjoy more. Yesterday, we talked about balance and how balance is preventative of falls, it builds physical strength, and it's great for your brain health as well, for many reasons. And then today, just a little preview, we are doing a body weight workout. So lots of different options. I'm going to offer many modifications so that everybody can personalize this workout to their needs and their interests, and hopefully we can use these as foundational exercises moving forward throughout the challenge. Okay, excellent. Pause on your walk, march, or jog, and let's do another quick little warm-up of jumping jacks. So of course you can do traditional jumping jacks like we all know. So you bring your arms and your legs out at the same time and then hop back to center like this. Or you can also do a modified jumping jack if you need something a little lower impact, maybe for your knees or your hips or your back, or if you have neighbors below you or something. You can also do this modified jumping jack where you just bring one leg out at a time. So both arms come up and the legs come out. Okay, just one at a time, super low impact, but still gets that heart pumping and the body moving. So pick the jumping jack that you want to do, and let's do 10 of them all together here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Bring it back in. Awesome. Shake it out. We're going to get going with our first exercise. Okay, so our first exercise today is a squat. This is super great for lower body strength, as well as it's going to work some balance as well to build on things that we did yesterday. So a traditional squat here, I'll turn to the side. You want to start with a really strong foundation. Your legs can be a little further than hip width apart. So strong foundation, you want to push through all parts of the foot, but especially the heel. You're going to send the hips back, keep the chest up, and drop down into a squat. Go as low as you can until the thighs are parallel with the ground, if you can. If not, that's totally okay. And we want to make sure we keep the knees behind the toes. Push up through the heels, drive through those legs, and come back to standing. So that's one option to do a traditional squat. You can also do it over a chair if you'd like. We're going to use a chair multiple times throughout the practice today. So if you don't have one nearby, you might grab one. Again, make sure it's not a rolling chair. But whatever chair you have close, you can also do a squat over the top of that. And it just provides a little bit of extra, like a safety net, some more stability if you need that for your squat. So you can just go down to the chair level and pop back up. You can also do a wide-legged squat if you like that alternative. So point the toes out, keep the hips further than the shoulders, and again, hips back, chest up. You're going to drop down, keeping those knees behind the toes, and then drive up through your heels. So pick whichever squat works best. You can experiment with a couple different ones, and then let's do 10 reps together, whatever squat you choose. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there, keep going. 6, make sure you keep that chest up and you're still breathing. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful, nicely done. Okay, up next we're gonna do push-ups. We already went through all the modifications on day 1, so remember those. You can do a push-up with your palms and your toes on the ground, palms and knees. You can do them on the counter, or today I'm gonna do them on the wall. So find a modification that works best for you, and let's knock out 10 reps of those. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're still breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Okay, up next, we are going to do lunges. Again, we have several modifications, a lot of variety that we can do with lunges. So, a traditional lunge, what we're going to do is you shift your weight to one side. Remember we talked about that yesterday with balance. Even just this is a great exercise to shift your weight back and forth. It helps us, of course, establish some strength in the legs and the hips. And then this is a movement we need when we're walking. So it's very functional to help prevent falls. So that same movement, shift your weight to one side. We're going to take a big step with one of our legs out in front. Bend your knees. We want a 90-degree angle here. Make sure the then back knee is still hovering on the ground. And then again, we don't want the front knee to go out over the front toe. So keep it back behind that toe. A lunge there, and then pull it back. Right? So we do that on both sides. You could also, if you want, if that just doesn't work for your body, you could do a side lunge. It's more of a stretch than a workout, but just any movement we can do is great for our bodies and our brains. So a side lunge, you would lift one leg up, go out to the side, and lean into it. Again, knee behind your toe, and go until you feel that stretch. Drive through that bent foot to come back to center, and then you can do it on the other side. So pick a lunge that works best for you, and we're going to do 5 on each side, so 10 total. Ready? Let's do it. 1. Awesome. 2. 3. You can also do these walking if you want. 4. So instead of coming back up to center, you can walk a certain distance. And 5. Beautiful. Okay, next, break that chair back out. We have a couple different options on the chair to work on upper body strength. So, have a seat. One option is a very functional movement. You can take a moment to get a drink if you need one now. We've been working hard. So, one's a very functional movement. So, what this does is if you plant your hands just outside of your bottom and then push up through your arms to get your bottom off of the chair as much as you possibly can. So this comes in handy if you might be kind of confined to a bed or chair and you need to transfer to one or the other, or if you are like sitting in a chair and you need to reposition. Maybe you're in a wheelchair and it's really important that you can push up to, again, reposition yourself or to drive the chair, anything like that. So this is a super functional movement, especially as we get older and are limited in some other ways. So again, each rep you adjust, push yourself up with your arms to hover. The other option is more difficult. It's a tricep dip. Well, might be more difficult depending on your ability level and the strength that you have. But the other option is a tricep dip. So again, using the chair, you're going to plant your hands just outside of your hips. The easier modification is to have your knees bent, but you can also have your legs straight out in front of you. You're going to have those legs bent, and then really leaning back into your arms. You're going to drop your bottom, bend those elbows, and push yourself back up, right? Everything's in the arms here and the shoulders and the back, and it's really especially working our triceps. So pick whichever one of those you want to do, either hover or do a tricep dip, and let's do 10 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, couple more, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do one more exercise to work our glutes, and this one you get to lay down for. So have a seat on the ground. Oh, I just tumbled there. Lay down on the ground. What we're going to do are glute bridges. So once you lay down, hopefully you can still hear me and see me. We want our arms off to the side, legs planted at an angle here, and you're going to engage your whole backside really to bring your hips up and create this flat line in the front body, right? So let's do 10 of those, making sure you're really squeezing everything in your core and the back body to really activate those glutes. All right, ready? Let's do 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome work, friends. Thank you so much. Those are all the exercises I have for us today. I would invite you to stretch out. We talked about a couple different stretches yesterday, right? So just to recap, we did a standing hamstring stretch, right? So lift one leg off the ground. You really want to feel it in the back of your leg here. Pull that knee toward your chest, standing tall. Keep those toes pointed, and then drop it down. And do that on both sides. Again, really great for balance. Have a chair handy if you need it. And hold those if you're going to do them for at least like 20-30 seconds. Same, we have a nice quad stretch. So grabbing one of your feet just above the ankle, pulling it back towards your bottom. Again, have that toe in the whole foot engaged the whole time. 20 or 30 seconds on each side. Again, we also have a calf stretch. So find a wall, find a chair, point your toe up against it, and really lean into it. So what that looks like on a wall is like this, really leaning your chest forward. You want to feel it in the back of the leg, in the calf. We also, since we did some upper body exercises today, can do a couple stretches for that. So one would be to grab your arm, reach it around your body, and pull it towards you. You should feel it in your upper arm here. 20 or 30 seconds, relax, do the other side. We also have a nice tricep stretch that'll help kind of relax the muscles from the stretch the exercise we did on the chair. So with that one, reach your arm up and overhead, drop the hand, grab the elbow, and pull it toward the center. Again, 20 or 30 seconds, relax, and do the other side. Awesome. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you hydrate, take some time to stretch out and rest, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 4. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.